You guys, welcome back to my channel. So if you're new here, welcome to my channel. My name is Louise and I record videos about hair, mainly fashion, beauty, lifestyle, and now pregnancy. So in today's video, I'm going to be talking about some essentials and some things that I picked up during my first trimester, as well as some things that I'm using throughout my pregnancy to help me cope and to help me just kind of get through the pregnancy. So if you are interested in hearing about some of the things that have gotten me through my first trimester, some of the things that I use on a daily basis, and some of my favorite items while I've been pregnant, then stay tuned. Alright y'all, so hopping straight into the video, I think I'm gonna start with my very favorite item out of all of the pregnancy items. I got this thing in my first trimester. Now I know a lot of women probably tend to wait maybe to their second or third trimester to get this item, but I got it as soon as I heard about it. So without further ado, you guys, this pregnancy pillow. Listen y'all, this pregnancy pillow is my lifeline. Like literally, I can't sleep at night without it. Last night I left it down here so that I could record this video and I couldn't sleep. You're gonna deal with the back problems. You're gonna deal with the baby moving around. You're gonna deal with uncomfortability. One of the things that I love about this pillow is that it actually has a part over here that you can actually unzip. It makes for comfort for your arm, like laying down. I'm gonna insert a picture of how it looks when you're laying down on this pillow because you can't really tell now, but I'll insert a picture of how it looks. I really do enjoy this pillow because now that I'm in my second trimester, one of the things that I face is leg cramps, and I tend to get them at night while I'm sleeping on one side, so my entire leg will like go numb and then it'll start cramping. So one of the things that I noticed is that if I sleep with this pillow and I sleep with like my leg like my legs separated between the pillow, then I don't get the leg cramps. That's just one of those little, you know, things that has helped me from the first trimester all the way up until now. The next thing that has gotten me, well, that I tried during the first trimester, loved it and then hated it and just kind of did away with it, were prenatals. So I have kind of gone through a multitude of prenatals because during my first trimester, I was unable to keep down pretty much anything. And so I was switching prenatals, or I wasn't taking the prenatals. So a few people recommended some different prenatals. So I'm gonna show you guys some of the prenatals that I picked up and that I did use, and some that I don't use anymore. Starting out, the gummies that I got the CVS brand, but one of my classmates had actually told me about the gummies because she said she experienced a lot of nausea and vomiting during her first trimester. And she said the only thing that she could do to help keep it down was prenatals or the gummies. And so I tried these, and as you can see, like half of the bottle is gone. When I was not able to keep down food or pills or anything solid, I was able to keep down these prenatals. So after my first trimester, I went back to the pill form, and these were just really these are literally the same prenatals, and there were prenatals that were prescribed. One was prescribed to me by my doctor, and one was prescribed to me by my OBGYN. So literally same ingredients, great prenatals. I saw such a huge difference in like my nail growth, my hair growth, and then my skin when I started taking these versus the gummies. Of course, I started doing a lot of research and learning about other prenatals that were better for the baby, the difference between folic acid and folate, different things like that. And so I actually started taking these prenatals, and these are the Mega Food Fresh from the Farm to Tablet Baby and Me Too. So it has folate in this instead of folic acid. I won't go through the details of it, but if you can, do a quick Google search of the difference between folic acid and folate for you and baby, and you'll see the benefits of folate versus folic acid. A few other supplements that I do take I have been taking throughout the pregnancy are these are probiotics. So one of the proponents were these were to take prenatals because, you know, we have good and bad bacteria, and I did want to go ahead and introduce baby to some different forms of bacteria before he enters this world. I live in a colder state, so it typically doesn't start to get warm or start to get to a level on which I'm comfortable of going outside and being outside with sleeveless or something like that until around like the end of May, June time. So as a substitute for the sunlight or for vitamin D, I take the vitamin D3 because I did have very low vitamin D levels prior to getting pregnant, so I had a prescribed vitamin D pill, and now my doctor told me that I could go ahead and just start taking the vitamin D3, so these were the ones that I have. I am going to link all of this stuff down below in the description bar, so if you did want to pick any of it up, then you can definitely do so. Another one was the fish oil. This was something that I sought to take. Again, I've done a lot of research on different things to take during pregnancy, and one of the supplements that my midwife told me that was safe to take was fish oil. So I did pick up fish oil. This is just the Sundown Naturals version of the fish oil. So for me, I don't remember to take pills, or I don't remember to do something unless it's right there in my face. So for me, I had to pick this up. I feel like this is a necessity if you are a semi-organized or I did pick up this pill organizer, and it's shaped like a pill, and I got this off of Amazon, and just throw it in your purse, and it's just really compact. That's what I loved about it. Then you just simply twist the top off. The bottom comes off as well, so it's a 3-part compartment. And then on the actual pill container, there is Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. And basically all you have to do is put your pills inside, twist it open, put your pills inside, twist it open, put them inside. So basically what I do is on Sunday, or usually sometime throughout the week, I'll go through and I'll put all the pills inside of here. And then throughout the week, this is just lying either on the dresser, or it's dresser next my nightstand, or this is lying on the counter in the bathroom, so I typically don't forget to take them. So right now we're in quarantine, so this is typically on my dresser or in my bathroom, but I would usually throw this in my purse and head out the door. So the next thing I want to talk about is, of course, the dreaded thing that we all think about during pregnancy, and that's, of course, stretch marks. So some of the items that I've been using, and I have been using these faithfully every day. Some of the items that I've been using for my skincare to kind of prevent stretch marks have been these oils. You know that stretch marks are hereditary, so typically if your mom or your aunt or someone in your direct family has them, then you'll typically have them. I already have stretch marks, but I did want to see if there was any remedy to try to prevent them. So we'll see at the end of the pregnancy. I again am 6 months pregnant right now, have not had one stretch mark, and I have been using this faithfully every day. Okay, so the first oil is the vitamin E oil, and it's the Jason's vitamin E oil. Got this off Amazon. All of these products I ordered off of Amazon. So again, I will link all of that down below. The second thing that I've heard about, really good about, was the rosehip oil. Got that off Amazon as well. And then lastly is the BioSkin oil. And I was really reluctant because I've heard like really good and bad things about bio oil, but we're gonna see what the combination of all three of these does for you girls. So what I typically do is, because these are a lot of bottles to try to remember to put on my stomach at one time. So what I typically do is, right after I get out of the shower, I'll have these already mixed up into this bottle that I got from Walmart. Yeah, from Walmart. So I'll take and refill this, and then after I refill this, I'll just sit this on my counter in my bathroom. So every time I get out of the shower, I'll go ahead and I'll do my breast, and then I'll do my stomach, and I do my hips, and I do my back, and I do my butt, and underneath my butt cheeks, because these are all the areas that I know are going to stretch. I don't know where I was because my camera died. Yeah, stretch mark. So after I rub the oils on me, I typically will rub the shea butter on me, and this is it's kind of pasty. Well, it's kind of not, but this is how it looks. This is the texture of it. It's like really like, I don't even know how to explain the consistency of it. I'll take some of this, and then in order to melt it down, I just typically rub it in my hands, and I'll rub it, and then it turns into an oil, and then I'll rub that on my stomach. So yeah, basically I will rub the shea butter on after I rub all of the oils on. I typically, in any of the areas that I don't use the oil mixture, I'll typically just use the shea butter, and that's what I use on my entire body every day. So I have been doing this since the first trimester. This isn't something that I just started today. 6 months in, I have been doing this since like 6 weeks in. Another thing that I think is going to be useful for anyone that's a mama to be and they still want to keep your belly button ring. I do know that I think that for actual labor you may have to remove it, but I'm not completely sure. Again, never been in labor, so I don't know. And if you do have to remove it, that's perfectly fine. But I wanted to keep my piercing throughout my entire pregnancy, and right at about 4.5 months, my doctor predicted that I was going to be having a pretty large baby. So with that being said, she told me to switch out my belly button rings, and that's exactly what I did. As your stomach starts to grow, it starts to expand, the belly button ring can sometimes get caught in there for the shorter belly button rings. So all I did was purchase a pack of them off of Amazon. This is the pack, and I love that one. I'm actually gonna switch to that one probably next week. The one that says baby on board. But they're just long like this, and you can actually cut them down to the size that you want. So that's one of the things that I really, really like. This is just how mine looks right now. You see? It's long. I could have cut it, but I do feel like my belly is still gonna grow. So on the topic of belly, some of the things that I've been using for my belly, because as I am growing, I have noticed that my belly does get heavy, and I tend to have like typical back issues, lower back issues. I did some research on some of the things that you can use to combat that. And one of the things that I found was this belly band, and I absolutely love this thing because it's like a compartment for your belly, but it actually gives you back support as well. So I'm gonna leave the information down in the description bar about this. I think it comes in a one size fits all, but I'm not completely sure. So I'm gonna show you how it fits. Basically, this is how it looks. It's about this long, and the belly just goes right there. It goes right in the belly area, and it's not meant to be like a compression or anything like that. It's just simply meant for back support and to distribute the weight of the stomach, and it really does do that. So this is how it looks, and basically it takes the weight off the front of my stomach, and it also helps with back support and sitting my back and my posture straight. So this is what it looks like. I wear it throughout the day, especially when I feel like my stomach is getting really, really heavy when I'm not sleeping, because you guys, I've been sleeping a lot lately, like a lot. Alright, moving along with more belly items. So one of the other things I do is after I oil my stomach, I meant to tell you guys that I typically oil my stomach, I'll put the shea butter on, and then to seal all the moisture in so that I don't get it on all of my clothing, which typically I don't have on throughout the day, so that the oil doesn't get everywhere, is this belly band. And I love this thing, you guys. Like, once I moisturize my stomach and then I put this over it, literally for hours, I can go back and I lift it up just to feel how moisturized my stomach is, and my stomach is usually still very, very moisturized. And all this is just a band that goes right around your belly, and it came in a pack of 2. but I use this to lock in the moisture, but you could actually use this as a seam, like to be able to hide the seams. If, let's say these weren't maternity leggings, but you wanted to wear these pants still, but you wanted your bump to be comfortable, you could just throw this on over top of it and rock it like that. It has a multitude of uses, so you can definitely use this on several occasions throughout the pregnancy. All right, you guys, so the last and final thing that I'm going to talk about in this video is a birthing book. I know it's so cliche to actually read a book about birth, but I feel like the more you know, the more comfortable you become. And one of the things that I know that YouTube itself can do is scare the living crap out of you when it comes to birth, because I've been watching birth stories and pregnancies, and I've been doing the most with the least. With all of that being said, I wanted to educate myself, and you know, a lot of times too, what happens is we have friends and we have family members and loved ones that want to give us a multitude of information off of the experiences and things that they've experienced, but you got to understand that everybody's experience is going to be different. So what I did was I picked up the birth book. So it was recommended to me by my midwife. And basically I had questions. I had lots and lots of questions. So this is it. This is my first child. So I wanted to ask millions of questions, and I wanted to get a professional or someone who is in the field or has been in the field for a while to give me some feedback on some questions that I wanted to know about childbirth, about laboring, about the first year of the child's life, like pregnancy, everything. So I started asking my midwife, and she recommended this book to me. And the book is called The Birth Book: Everything You Need to Know to Have a Safe and Satisfying Birth. And it's by William Sears and Martha Sears. And it is a really good and informative book. So if you are a first-time mama, I would definitely recommend this book to pick up. It has everything you need to know about. I haven't actually gotten through the entire book yet, but from what I've gotten through, it has definitely helped me not only through the second trimester, but just to make me a little bit more comfortable about laboring, as well as choosing a birth plan, which I knew nothing about prior to reading this book. So yeah, you guys, just really wanted to just educate myself and to just be as comfortable as I need to be to birth baby boy. So with all of that being said, thank you guys so much for tuning in and staying all the way to the end of this video. I really hope you enjoyed this video. You guys, I really enjoy doing these pregnancy videos for you all. So if you do like these videos and you want them to continue, then give this video a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification button so you don't miss any uploads. I will be doing more videos for you guys. I'm going to be bringing more videos and more content to my channel. I'm going to try to upload here at least once a week. And like I said, I am getting further along in my pregnancy. So the belly shots are actually something now, because some days I look pregnant, some days I look full. Either way, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.